On this exciting edition of From the Core, we go to a city market for some fresh country-grown produce.
We see just how busy a bee can be.
And hear about an app that could take buying organic to a whole new level.
We're bringing you information on stuff we think you should know.
On this edition of
From the Core.
Welcome to this exciting edition of From the Core. I'm Beecher.
And I'm Divya. Later in the show, we focus on what it takes to be a beekeeper. Isn't that right, Beecher?
Sure is. But first, our lead story. These days, many people are trying to find healthier food options.
We sent FTC reporter Sasha to dig up the dirt on organic produce at the Twilight Market.
We rely on many different things to survive, but one thing that sticks out is food. But how do we know what food is right for us? Organic food is always the healthiest option. I'm at Ybor's own Twilight Market to find out why.
Fortunately for Tampa residents, we have the option to buy organic foods locally at Twilight Market in Ybor City.
Tuesday Twilight Market, local organic every Tuesday, is it's your one-stop shop on your way home from work. You know, you come in, you can relax, you can have a glass of wine, you have a cold beer, coffee, tea, you can shop for local produce, you can get your honey, you can get your bread, sometimes we even have dairy products. You can grab something for dinner, and you can actually listen to live music every other Tuesday. And it's just a place to wind down, relax, and get all of your shopping needs taken care of for the week.
Many supermarkets have organic options, but shopping at local markets not only ensures fresh food, but supports small businesses.
I think it's really important not only for the customers out there and the general public to eat healthy and to get things locally, but to support small business. So just seeing that whole transition happening is it's breathtaking.
As explained by the USDA, organic means food grown without the use of pesticides, synthetic fertilizers, sewage sludge, genetically modified organisms, and ionizing radiation. But what is the point of eating organic food? Renee Watley explains why.
It supports a healthy environment, a healthy growing environment to ensure that we have, a healthy community and gardens and a healthy environment for many futures to come.
When it comes to organic and locally grown foods, customers like Karen Elizabeth give the Twilight Market a grade A.
This is a great venue here at the Roosevelt, especially during the week for people who can't get out on the weekends to other markets. I think this is the place to be. It offers more than just the fresh produce.
This is Sasha reporting for From the Core.
Remember, Ybor's Twilight Market is open every Tuesday of the week in the Roosevelt 2.0 building from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. So grab your parents and get to shopping.
If you want to watch this story again to get the lowdown on locally grown produce, just go to youtube.com/City of Tampa.
From the Core will return quicker than you can say Twilight Market 3 times fast.
Stay with us.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Hey everyone, I'm Cameo, and it's time for another Civics 101 quiz. Everyone knows a childhood rhyme. In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. But did you know he made a second trip? And can you guess how that second trip impacted the United States of America? I'll have the answer right after this public service announcement.
I see it!
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Remember before the break, I asked you about Christopher Columbus's second trip to the New World and how that trip changed the shape of our nation? Well, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon was with Christopher Columbus on his second expedition to the New World in 1493. Ponce de Leon was granted permission to explore nearby lands by Spain. In 1513, while searching for a legendary spring that reportedly restored the youth of anyone who drank or bathed in its waters, Ponce de Leon and his men came ashore on what they thought was an island. He called the region La Florida because it was Easter time and because its vegetation was lush and floral. It is widely believed that Ponce de Leon and his crew first came ashore near present-day St. Augustine, Florida. Later, explorers came to Florida seeking wealth and land. Florida bounced between Spanish and British rule before finally becoming a U.S. territory in 1822. On March 3, 1845, Florida became the 27th state to join the Union. This year, Florida reached a significant milestone, the 500th anniversary of Juan Ponce de Leon's arrival on Florida's east coast. Our great state has a diverse history and is a great place to live. Happy birthday, Florida, and Viva Florida 500!
Welcome back to FTC. Okay, let's play a game. Carpenter, ground, and bumble are all what form of insect? Give up?
Bees?
That's right, my friends. And I got a chance to hang with the most famous bee of them all for our trending segment. If you're like me, you love to enjoy a delicious cheeseburger every now and then. But as I think about all the people and hands that went into putting this delicious burger in front of me, I have to say that a creature, and I'm talking about the honeybee. That's right, the honeybee is the unspoken hero in making the delicious cheeseburger part of my diet. Bees are insects that pollinate a large amount, if not all, of our plant life. While there are many types of bees, the one I am focusing on is the honeybee.
This is a smoker, beekeeper's friend.
I got in touch with local beekeepers, Johnny and Amy Walker, and went to one of their many bee yards to see the majesty of honeybees for myself. Walker's introduction to beekeeping started in a very unusual way.
I actually got into beekeeping by getting bees in the wall of my house about 8 years ago.
It did not take long for him to fall under the bees' captivating spell. The Walkers got me geared up and ready to get up close and personal with bees.
Wow, you look like you're ready for war.
Honeybees live in hives, with the queen bee at the top of their social ladder. The female bees, which make up about 98 to 99% of the hive population, do all the work. The male bees, called drones, are there for the simple purpose of reproduction. The entire hive works together to keep our plants alive and keep us well fed. Think about a cheeseburger. Bees play an all-important role in putting that cheeseburger together.
Everything on the cheeseburger you need pollination for at some point. Okay? The tomatoes, yeah?
They're plants.
Yep, they have to be pollinated. The meat, what does the beef eat?
Plants.
Grain, that has to be pollinated. Cheese comes from cows, which eat the grain. The bun is made from the grain. So, no bees, no more cheeseburgers.
So, as Miss Walker said, without bees we would not have cheeseburgers or many of the other foods we eat. But this sad fact may become a reality, as many beehives across the entire nation are being wiped out due to a mysterious sickness scientists call colony collapse disorder, or CCD. The definite cause of CCD has yet to be determined, but some believe that certain new chemical pesticides are the cause. If this keeps up, bees will become extinct and a large amount of our food supply will disappear with them. But today, the bees are still buzzing. Bees are true natural marvels and, like their friendly protectors, are something really worth getting to know. Johnny Walker and the bees he cares for are a perfect example of this statement.
I don't know if you'd just say I'm crazy or I would say I enjoy it, but you get out here and it's hot, you put a jacket on, it's hotter, you're sweating. Sometimes the bees are a little grumpy and want to sting you a little bit, but all in all, it's just a fulfilling. I mean, you're adding back to nature in what I feel is one of the better ways, and honey is just a sweet reward on top of all of it.
Some say dogs are man's best friend, but I beg to differ. I think bees are really, truly man's best friend. I had a wonderful time learning about bees today, and I hope you did too. This is Beecher reporting for From the Core.
Beecher, what a buzz those bees were making.
Yeah, and I never realized how important honeybees were until I met Johnny and Amy Walker. If you at home are curious about bees or would like to know more about becoming a beekeeper, visit TampaBayBeekeepers.com.
Beecher, one question. Did you get any honey to share?
I did. If you want some, just ask me.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
After the break, we'll hear about an app that could take buying organic to a whole new level.
We'll buzz right back after this break.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
This is FTC.
Do you ever wonder where your food comes from?
Well, millions of Americans do.
This month, commentator Christina Basilian has an idea for an app that would answer that question.
I would love to have an app for organic foods, where they come from, how they're grown, and who grows them. This app would scan the barcode on any organic fruit, vegetable, or packaged meat and show you the farm where those products were raised or grown. The app would not only show where and how animals are raised or where the best fruit varieties are grown, it would give you fun facts like the best time to pick kiwi or when to plant purple carrots. There would also be a Q&A section for inquisitive people just like you. For some farms, the app could even go a step further. Farmers could set up cameras on their farm and stream live video. People who are looking to buy organic products could actually watch how their food is grown or raised. As we all become more aware of the importance of eating healthy, I think this app would be of interest to many people.
Wow, that sounds like it'd be very useful, especially for my health. Thank you, Christina.
On another note, my fellow FTC members and I would like to shout about one of our own, Beecher. Beecher has set a record in the National Junior Disability Championships in track and field. Congratulations, Beecher.
Thanks.
Where was it and what events did you set records in?
Well, it was in Rochester, Minnesota, but first I have to say it was really an honor to be able to compete alongside all the other athletes that showed up. And my records were in the 200-meter and 400-meter races in track and the shot put and javelin and field.
Good job.
Thanks. Well, that's the end of our show.
In case you missed something, you can check out our stories at tampagov.net/CTTV and click the From the Core link on the bottom left side of the page.
We hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thanks for tuning in.
And remember, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, always do your part. Thanks for watching. See you next time on From the Core. Bees?
That's right, my friends. And on the next exciting edition.
Thanks. After the break, we'll hear about an app that could take buying organic to a whole new level.
This is better than having a bowl of honey and some Doritos, okay? And 3. There we go. And 3.